Hi all, this is your professor, Ian, your professor for English 1B. This is a short video where I'm going to show you how I set up the course, how I use Canvas. As you probably know now as experienced online students, every professor has their own usage of Canvas, and so I'm going to walk you through this very quickly. Let me put this in student view so it looks closer to what yours looks like. I'm using a laptop, and so your screen might look different if you're on an iPad or a phone or whatnot. I will say right off the bat, Canvas is great, but some of the functionality isn't as functional on a device, on a phone or an iPad. Now, there is a great app you can get for your phone. I suggest you download that. It's great for accessing Canvas quickly from your phone. But there are times you're going to want to try to use a laptop to get on here and use Canvas. I will say, I use a platform called Perusal, and it works better on a laptop. You can still use it on your phone or device, but it works better on a laptop. And when you get feedback on assignments, you really need to use a laptop to access that. Anyways, let me just show you around the course. I'll quit lecturing about Canvas and laptops and stuff. This is your global navigation menu. Leads you to Chafee-wide resources. A good one here is student support. So if you need to see a counselor, need to get to the writing center, this is where you go. This is your course navigation menu over here, and this is the course itself. And you can see I've really tried to restrict or pare down the options here, and this makes it easier to navigate. Here's a list of things that are due. Here's our home page, and you might think, whoa, what's with the pyramids? That'll become evident as you look through the material, as you look through the syllabus. There's quick resources here, right? So you can learn some basic stuff about me, about the course, how to contact me. Here's the link to the syllabus. There's multiple places to find that. And these are links to the individual weeks. This is an 8-week course, so there are 8 portals here. You can go quickly to whichever week we're in, or you can press over here on the modules button. You can also check your grades. I post announcements at least once or twice a week. A link to the OWL at Purdue, which is the best writing resource online. Check that out. The main tab that I use is modules, though. This is where you'll find all the readings, all the assignments, everything like that. So here we are. There's the week 0 module, as I call it. This is just information. This is probably where you are right now, Canvas walkthrough. And so this is what I want you to work through first. This just gives you an idea of how the course is set up. You can refer to this as we go through the semester. There's a link to my office hours, right? So at the bottom of every module, there's this link. If you click on this, open that up, it will take you to a direct link to my Zoom office. Here are my official office hours. If you do want to meet with me, email me and let me know. Even if I'm in my office, I'm not always on Zoom, just because if I'm recording a video or talking with a student, I might not be on Zoom. So please do email me if you want to meet. And let me know. And so let's get into the meat of it. This is what a typical week looks like. There are 8 weeks, and I've got them split like this. You can see there's an overview. There's a list of objectives. There will also be a video down here, and up here as we get going, there'll be some video updates I'm going to ask you to complete every week. This is just where I'm reminding us of deadlines and talking about important concepts. I've split each week into 3 parts. Well, 4 parts if you include that, but 3 major parts. So the things that are due on the Thursday. Remember, in this course, we have 2 deadlines every week, Thursday and Sunday. Because it's an 8-week course, we're moving at a little more than twice the usual speed. So basically, we're completing a whole week's work every half a week, right? So this is like what I would usually do in a week with my 18-week course, maybe a little bit less just because it's we have to cram a little bit more in, but this is about a week worth of work, and so is this. So this first week, you can see, talk about the syllabus, there's a video lecture from me, a text from our online textbook to discuss, a short video to watch, and then a video to post, right? And so that's all due by Thursday, October 19th at 11:59 p.m. Then by Sunday, October 22nd at 11:59 p.m., there's another video lecture, 2 texts to discuss, and then another video to post. And here's that third part. Every 2 weeks, there's a major writing project due in this course. We'll start with an essay. So your first essay activities, the instructions, read those. And then there's a brainstorming assignment, I'm calling it. It's basically a proposal for that first essay. And that's due on the 22nd as well. And again, here's that link to my office hours. So that's what each unit, each weekly module is going to look like, more or less. And I've put things in the order that I want you to work through material. If you want to jump ahead to watch the Kairos video, you could, or do your intro video right away, sure. But usually it's meant to be in a logical order, right? So I would really like you to think about rhetorical situation and, this material here before you get into these two essays, right? That way you have the concepts and the critical language to better approach and engage with these texts. Now, one thing I will say about the way it's set up is that, I have a Thursday deadline, a Sunday deadline. If you work on the weekend or you just want your weekend free or whatever, you can complete everything before that Thursday deadline. You can work through all of this stuff before Thursday. That's fine. The week is totally open as of Sunday. Every week opens at Sunday at 11:59 p.m. So Monday morning, you could work your way through all this material. So you have Monday off and you just want to really get into the work and spend a bunch of hours reading and watching this stuff. You could do that, right? And then return to it to engage with the conversation later that week in the discussions. But other than that, you could work through a lot of this right away if that's how your schedule works. You don't have to wait until Thursday at 11:59, so you don't have to wait till Friday to start working on this second part of the week, right? Same with the essay stuff. You can get into that right away. Now, some of the stuff is a little different. Like when we do peer editing, that is going to be timed, I guess you could say, or like contained in that way to a certain extent. But a lot of stuff you can work through right away. Now, there's also separate modules that just has stuff about the major writing projects, and I'll change that name to reflect that because the first one's an essay. The second one is a reading portfolio, I'm calling it. Third one is a group project and a reflection, and then there's another essay to cap the course. And then, as you can see, the next week looks similar. I'm still finalizing all the deadlines on this. But you'll see it's basically the same. Everything opens up on the Sundays, just so you don't get lost in the work. We do work week by week. And I don't like to open the weeks ahead of time, just because I've tried that in the past, and I find that it doesn't actually do students many favors, because they just end up getting lost and not having the context and the support that comes along when we do this stuff week by week. There's a logic to doing this week by week. So, but again, you can work through the stuff right away. The later stuff in the week you can work through earlier in the week. Anyways, I know it's a lot to take in, but please do email me if you have any questions or concerns. And yeah, I hope we have a good semester together. And that's about it. Thank you very much.